Your crypto in health, how crypto is working in health, which used to news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastic Amugi, and I'm coming to you at 1200 hours coordinated universal time here on the Ubricoin channel. You're just in time, and we're calling you as a new argonaut for Africa, as in steering the economies of Africa. We're guided by Annlee Saxenian in her book, The New Argonauts 2006, about the role of the diaspora travel to America and return from Silicon Valley to their home countries to new industries in semi-conductor. Now, in your case, you don't have to travel back and forth like Saxenian described about the argonauts of the 1990s and before. You let the information tech do the traveling for you through the internet and the blockchain economy, which is the Ubricoin. And this is why we're shilling UBN, because it helps you solve two fundamental problems: your retirement funds and education for your offsprings. So guys, as we already welcome this brand new week, we want to embrace a lot of positive energy, positive vibes, and of course some cool UBN vibes, and be grateful for yet another chance to make the right choices and to make the most of the time that we have been given, because you know what, the gift of life and good health is such a big treasure. Now guys, not forgetting self-discipline of washing your hands with soap and water, sanitizing with an alcohol-based sanitizer. You're wearing your mask every time you're in public, and observing social distancing are the guidelines that we need to keep following each and every single day. Now, thank you so much to people who love and appreciate us, and we love you back immensely. That's Grace, Naomi, Shiko, Irene, Susan, Barbara, Abed, Evans, Betty, JJ, Jojo, David Muturu, Miss Kindness, Fochari Productions, Madam Beatrice Morango, Joyce Osieto, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Mr. Mbugwa Kimani, Kimani Kamau, Eglantin Donperia, Romario, Producer Purity, Tom, Pinch 254, Samuel Getua, Brand Rakoi, Ian Mangi, Jacob Yator, Archie Limo, Eunice, Paul Njoroge, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Shiza, Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jen Gashugu, Irene Keaton, Engineer Masinga, The Comical Canadian, Mark Wawero, Stephen Opanga, Raja Usman, Veronica Mwangi, Justus Kimeli, Chiza, Charles Kea, Washira S. Mpwani, Jane Washira, Lynn Washira, David Ogutu, Bishop Mackenzie, Isaac Kithua, Pasipi, Jessica, Daniel, John, Alpha Nyota, Steve Nyabuto, Jason Gore, Wanjiku Kinuthia, Ibrahim Gitao, Felix, Shali, Sherry, Fred, George, Oduk. You know, guys, that we appreciate you so much being in our lives. Now, let's get inspired, and today we get it from Proverbs chapter 18, verse 20. A man's stomach shall be satisfied from the fruit of his mouth, from the produce of his lips he shall be filled. A man's stomach shall be satisfied from the fruit of his mouth, from the produce of his lips he shall be filled. Remember that as we go on with the week. Now, on our COVID-19 term, we revisit coronaviruses. Next, on our crypto news segment, we talk about Asian countries adopting blockchain technology. And finally, on Ubrica today, we're tackling the seventh question, which is the last question, by Peter Thiel from his book 0 to 1, in order to achieve greater success for our Ubricoin. So let's start with coronaviruses, which are a large family of viruses that cause illness ranging from the common cold to more severe diseases such as Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, that's MERS-CoV, and severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS-CoV. And then a novel coronavirus, nCoV, is a new strain that has not been previously identified in humans. Coronaviruses are zoonotic. That means that they are transmitted between animals and people. And the coronavirus that is currently on our minds, on our heads, and wherever we go is this particular virus. That's the SARS-CoV-2, which stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2, that causes this particular disease COVID-19. And this is what we're currently battling. And I hope wherever you are, you're doing what it takes to keep yourself safe during these particular moments. And having said that, data from the Ministry of Health, in as far as our COVID-19 status here in Kenya is concerned, we're at 391,416. That is the number of people who have been tested so far. And out of that number, we're now at 30,120 who have tested positive. And thankfully, 16,656, meaning half of the number, have recovered, which is really amazing to note. But unfortunately, we have 474 who have lost their lives to COVID-19. So taking precaution is key, and of course, remembering that prevention is the cure for COVID-19. We should be doing that each and every single minute. Having said that, we can now cross over to our crypto news segment. We're looking at news on Cointelegraph by Hussein Hashim, who says, the pandemic is prompting Asian countries to adopt blockchain. The corona pandemic prompted many Asian countries to adopt blockchain technology to secure their data via the internet against hackers and cyber thieves, according to a report from the Nikkei Asian Review. This increase in adoption comes as the business research company said the global blockchain market is expected to hit $15.88 billion in 2023. Tomohiro Maruyama, senior manager of PwC Consulting, told Nikkei that he believes the large-scale digital transformation caused by COVID-19 has led to blockchain's use to protect against fraud. He called on other companies to adopt blockchain to secure their data, business, and meetings via the internet, saying more companies should adopt blockchain after the pandemic. Murayama believes that blockchain has emerged as an ideal solution to combat digital counterfeiting, which has led companies to adopting it. And I quote what he says, blockchain emerged as a solution for fighting digital counterfeits, pushing businesses to adopt the technology. So we are looking at more people coming in to enjoy the benefits of blockchain technology, and for the very reason that you are able to confirm. I mean, the ability of transparency by the blockchain technology is really one of the reasons why people want to be in this space. And of course, as you have clearly seen, more people are moving and more companies want to also secure their data. The issue of security with blockchain technologies against hackers, cyber thieves, that blockchain technology is achieving. So you can see the global market, blockchain market, expected to hit $15.88 billion in 2023. That's no small feat for the blockchain technology. We're really moving at a neck-breaking speed, and that is exactly why you need to be in this space. And if you're not still here, then you're missing out a great deal, particularly the blockchain money, Ubricoin, which is currently bullish on coingecko.com, and you need to go and confirm that so that you can buy yourself some Ubricoins right now before you run out of time, because I can almost predict that in some few months, definitely you're not gonna afford this Ubricoin the way you would have wanted to accumulate it. So again, the 69,791 of us are continuing to do more trading on the exchanges, on the marketplace for the Ubricoin. And today, UBN HTX on CryptlockX exchange is leading the team. And then we have UBN ETH, UBN LTC, UBN BTC, UBN Doge, following in that order respectively on Phoenix Box Exchange in the place. So we need more trading. And having said that, we now want to cover the final question from 0 to 1 book by Peter Thiel. And today the question is the secret question. Have you identified a unique opportunity that others don't see? And before we answer this question, we have had great insights and we have done research, and particularly the book of Knowledge and Power that was brought to us by American investor, writer, economist George Gilder, looks at the information theory and capitalism and how it is revised. So we look at how Gilder focuses on the entrepreneur and his unpredictable knowledge. And that is where our unique opportunity here at Ubrica lies. We want to align knowledge with power, because for the longest time it has been said that people with knowledge lack power and people with power lack knowledge. But here at Ubrica, we want to align these two things, because you find that there are people who have immense knowledge, but yet this knowledge is not known out there. And we have groups of people who have gone through extreme hardship and they're doing very hard jobs. That's Sukuma Wiki, the Sukuma Wiki, the kills, but then you need to do some other jobs to Sukuma the Wiki, to push the week. These are you find this group of people has a lot of knowledge, but it has not gotten out there. And so we want to increase access to people who have knowledge, to have access to finances, because we have seen for the longest time, especially our graduates, you graduate out there and you come here and you find that nobody even wants to loan you any money. Nobody cares about the knowledge that you have. Nobody cares about the skills that you actually have. You find that many of us are out there jobless, and we have the knowledge that needs to be taken care of. We want to put practice, but the channel to do that is really missing. And this is why people opt to go for those hard jobs. People opt to do any kind of job as long as they put some food to on their table. So this is really important for us as we try to connect knowledge and as we align knowledge with power. And we look at particularly the graduates knowledge, and that's using our USDPs, that's Ubrica Science and Technology Parks, in that we are able to translate that knowledge from the university all the way to the village, so that we can benefit the people at the grassroots level, because it is not enough that you acquire that knowledge and then there is nowhere else you take it. You don't have the means to translate that knowledge. That is why we want to make sure that we provide a channel, and this channel, we're calling it a low entropy channel, which is simply the Ubricoin, that is going to transfer that high entropy knowledge from the university, and it is going to benefit the people out there in the in our villages. And so we seek to connect a great relationship between knowledge, power, and health of the individual. And how we're going to do this is using UBN, because we know that through UBN, we're going to see increase in the production of things by people, because once you give them, you give people the money, then they're able to expand their production. They're able to create more things. And that is definitely the focus with UBN. And that is why we know, that's why we're answering this question of us having identified a unique opportunity, which is aligning knowledge with power. And definitely great relationship, you realize that especially knowledgeable people, once they get the money, then they're able to create the solutions for these very difficult problems that face us each and every single day. So at the heart of everything, guys, is UBN. And that is why we tell you always that there's the greatest connection of UBN, wealth, wellness, and well-being. So at the heart of wealth, wellness, and well-being is UBN, and we want to see exactly how we're going to empower people. You, the entrepreneur, you who is out there with your knowledge and you still don't have access to finance, I'm talking to you, and I'm saying that if we are in hands, then we're definitely going to have what we need, which is to empower ourselves, to empower our lives. And once we align our knowledge and power, then wealth, wellness, and well-being is definitely a guarantee at this point. So having said that, guys, I'd like to love you and leave you at this point. And today we're getting our quote from an American poet, Maya Angelou, who says, "One isn't necessarily born with courage, but one is born with potential. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. We can't be kind, true, merciful, generous, or honest. Let me repeat that. One isn't necessarily born with courage, but one is born with potential. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. We can't be kind, true, merciful, generous, or honest. I have been your girl, Scholastica Mugi, and until tomorrow, it is goodbye for now. Ciao.